Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. This is a collective reading and it is timeless, so whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it is the right time for you to be getting this message. You were asking for some clarification, guidance, confirmation on something you've been working on, something that's come up recently, or something that's going to be coming up in the near future and you can see it coming. This is the message that you were looking for. There's going to be some information, something that I say, read, that's going to click for you. So the only purpose for this video, the only purpose for this channel is for you to get as much love and support and guidance as I can channel to you. So thank you so much for joining us. If you feel so inclined to like and or subscribe to the channel, it does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find this channel if they're looking for similar kinds of guidance and clarification and encouragement and love and all of that good stuff. So this is not a monetized channel. It'll never be a monetized channel. It is strictly the only purpose, the only reason why I'm here is you. So thank you so much for joining us. We have been going through the Crystal Grid Oracle deck by Nicola McIntosh, and today's card is card number 38, The Seeing Eye. I'm really interested to see what the reading says in the book. I never look at these in the book until you and I read them together for the first time. So if you hear me stumble or pause on something, it's because I'm trying to figure it out as we are reading it together for the first time. So I always enjoy doing that with you guys. It's like a new exploration every time. So we have, as we mentioned, today's card is card number 38, The Seeing Eye, and we have Septarian for our main crystal, the one that's in the center. And I'll read you a little bit about that, but I also want to talk about the accompanying stones that are around it in this grid. And you probably have recognized black opal in there and amethyst, as well as the quartz, probably some optical, no optical, just quartz, black onyx, amethyst, and septarian. And I know that we are very, very familiar with amethyst and black opal, but there's always information that I didn't know. So when I looked both of those up, as well as the septarian, on the crystalcouncil.com website, I found some very interesting information. So let's talk a little bit first about amethyst. I did not know that if you overheat an amethyst, it'll turn bright yellow orange. And it can be sold as citrine, and it's not citrine. It's just been like super heated amethyst, and I did not know that. So the Crystal Council just recommends always, if you're purchasing crystals, maybe steer clear of the street vendors. I love encouraging those folks that have their own little businesses, the little small bookstores and those kinds of things, but we don't know where they're getting their crystal from, truthfully. And I've seen a lot of dyed crystal out there, as well as you have. And for jewelry purposes, if we're just looking at color and that kind of thing, and we're not actually paying attention to the stone and what we are working with, if a lot of people, it's not common to look at a rock and think, I wonder what kind of spiritual properties it has. I wonder what kind of healing I might get from this. I wonder what kind of intuition this might help me with. Most people don't look at rocks like that. We're weird. You and I. We're unusual. We're unique. And I know everybody's unique, but we're unique in very unique ways, aren't we? And just explore that uniqueness. Enjoy it. It's a beautiful thing. We are not meant to be carbon copies of each other, little stenciled cutouts. No, that's not what we are supposed to be doing. So go ahead and pick up your rocks. Go ahead and look at them and love them and connect with them. That's the whole purpose of this deck, these cards specifically, is that we're getting new directions of information. It's not better information, it's simply a different direction. And the more directions that you explore, the more you'll find what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Crystals may not be your thing. If they're not, there's going to be other stuff in this reading that you're going to get as well. And it's a beautiful picture for you to look at. So, ancient myths. In ancient myths, amethyst was regarded as a stone that, when worn, allows the user to avoid intoxication. However, there is a speculation, and I did not know this, there is a speculation that the reason this myth came about was due to a misidentification. Some believe that amethyst was actually red garnet. The one that they were using was red garnet. When that amethyst was used as a serving glass, the clear water that was poured into it would turn red, like wine, due to the red color of the glass, the stone. This liquid could create an illusion to others as though the consumer was drinking wine, yet could avoid intoxication. I did not know that. I thought that was so funny. So if you hear those stories about amethyst, if you wear amethyst, you can go and drink. And, the old Roman and Greek people were doing it, the same thing. They had the amethyst goblets. It may have been red garnet, and it may have simply been a trick of the light. But there's a lot of other things that amethyst is good for. It's a multi-dimensional stone that offers a range of energetic uses. I have it all over my house, literally. Its protective bubble helps you maintain mental clarity and physical energy. Let's see, I want to see if there's new information here. Breaking addictions. Amethyst allows our consciousness to connect with energies at a much higher frequency than we would normally have. Most of these energies are multidimensional and can assist one in raising their own personal intuitive levels. So yes, beautiful stone. We know amethyst is a lovely black opal. I did not know that those can be dyed as well, that it's not necessarily the most common form of opal, although it is one of the more common, but there are others that can be chalcedony, which is what basically onyx is, a stone that has various things in it, including various forms of chalcedony. And it can be dyed. The lesser grades, lesser colors are often dyed and sold as black onyx. So again, being mindful, using your best judgment and discernment for where you purchase your stones from, where you're getting them from. Onyx is a stone that offers up powerful vibrations of protection, strength, focus, and willpower. This stone will push you forward in your life by activating your root, solar plexus, and third eye chakras. One is able to fully ground themselves to the earth. Not only will onyx give you a jolt of energy to get up and start pursuing your dreams, but will also protect you on your new journey. Onyx will provide a shield around your aura and not allow negative energy to attach itself to you. This stone has been used for protection for thousands of years and is still one of the strongest protection stones available. So onyx, beautiful, especially black onyx, very, very lovely. So we've got amethyst and onyx and septarian. At the center of our seeing eye, we have septarian. Now, septarian is also referred to as dragonstone, and it's seen, most septarian nodules are from Utah, where the Gulf of Mexico once spanned into, as well as Madagascar. So the meaning and energy of septarian, this is a powerful grounding stone that awakens one's connections to Mother Earth and the nurturing energy she provides. One's root chakra will become activated when working with this stone, as well as vital life force energy being channeled throughout your body. This energy is being transferred to you is that of ancient origin, being a combination of 3 powerful minerals that will help in the realignment of your chakra column. You may experience an inner awakening when connecting with this stone, driving drastic change in new habits to replace old daily habits. Septarian is a perfect tool for anyone going through some drastic change in their life and can help you repair your emotional body. Carrying this stone will provide a protective shield around your aura, full of power, earthen energy that will help you slowly heal from the inside out. It may be a long, drawn-out process, but you can fully repair your emotional body and push through any lingering trauma. So this is going to be one of those introspective, very powerful energies to be working with throughout the day. This is going to be an introspective day. The seeing eye, obviously the third eye. We're now talking about the grid and the card itself, okay? Very, very calm, very, very centered, very, very grounded, okay? No mistake, no mistake. When I took the picture of this card, it picked up a lot of the purple hues, which is actually not uh, photographically correct. This is a very dark brown background on the card itself. So I apologize for the color of the card not coming through. Maybe it's just my computer. Maybe it looks like brown for you. But it is base chakra. So when we are doing intuitive work, we want to always be balanced with our lower three chakras before we activate our upper three chakras. We've talked about this a lot on this channel, about having balanced energy, about being balanced with what you're working with. Make sure if you're working with the higher energies that your feet are very planted, very firmly on the ground. Okay? There's no problem with going flying off, into the cosmos. You just want to come back when you're done. You want to find your home again. Okay? For this time, in this incarnation, this is your home. So what does our card say for our card number 38? And just keep in mind, 3 plus 8 is 11. So there's our portal. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is that portal card. You've got 1 and 1, the columns on each side, making that 11 go straight through that portal. So this is a portal card. It is moving us out of one level of our experience and into another. So lots of interesting energy with this card. Let's take a look in the book. Our keywords are awakening, grounding, and protection. Septarian nodules, which are also known as dragon stones, are around 50 to 70 million years old. They were formed from seashells and bones and molten sediment from volcanic eruptions. Over time, and as the water receded, the nodules cracked, exposing the aragonite, calcite, and limestone crystals that had formed within. What was unseen is now seen. Things that have remained hidden for a long time or were unnoticed are now coming to light. Awareness at a higher level is being shown on a situation that has escaped attention. Septarian is an ancient stone of awakening with the ability to help you not only ground yourself, but experience an inner breaking open that reveals the beauty of what you have inside of what you are. It is a time of having your eyes wide open to what is around you, of lifting the veil of all that has been concealed, all that was hidden, but needed time to form into what it is now. Connecting with this stone can bring great change. With great change means new ways of seeing, being, and letting go old behaviors that no longer serve you, to be replaced by fresh ones that do. This also means you need to allow yourself to be open to new things. The seeing eye can also represent protection from those who may be directing negative energy towards you, whether on purpose or not, which can come in the form of jealousy, anger, or even misunderstandings. With the aid of black onyx, you can reflect that energy back to the person without it affecting you. When you stand in your power and are grounded and centered, this kind of negative energy can attach itself to you. So raising your vibration to a higher level is key. Before we do the exercise, and it's very, very short, I just do want to also mention a couple of things about negative energy, because we see and hear a lot about, negative energy attaching to you, and evil eyes and curses and all of that stuff. I have no truck with that, any of that. None of them, not of all. I have never had anybody, whether they've attempted to or not, try to do anything to sabotage me. I'm perfectly fine at doing that on my own. Thank you very much. I don't need anybody's help. Um, when you feel like somebody is irritated with you or doesn't understand you, maybe is not wishing you success for whatever reason, they're putting you down all the time and stuff like that, you need to be addressing that relationship to begin with. But in the meantime, I'm just going to tell you the easiest way to protect yourself is to turn that energy into light, to shine your light of love onto it. So somebody says something like, you never do make good decisions. You're always making the wrong decision. You can look at them and say, I appreciate that information. I appreciate that input and feedback. I'm doing my best, as are you, I'm sure, and I will continue doing my best. And I appreciate the help. Thank you. Where you turn it into light, you tell them thank you. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the input. I don't know that I agree with it necessarily, but I appreciate you taking the time and trouble to share that with me. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you for opening up and turn it around. So it is something that it's like a compliment. It's like a helpful benefit to you that they are giving you. And two things are going to happen. I'm guaranteeing you this. And again, I'm going to tell you, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Try this out today. If something comes up, and somebody just says something to you that just slaughters you, just devastates you, cuts you to the core, stop for a second before you lash out and react out of anger. That's ego. Okay. Bring in your love. Bring in your heart energy. Bring in the onyx and amethyst and septarian energy and say, thank you. I appreciate you sharing that with me. I will consider that. Thank you. And leave it at that. Two things are going to happen. First of all, you're going to stop them dead in their tracks because they were sure and certain that that would get a rise out of you. A lot of times when people say these kinds of things, they are looking for your reaction. Don't turn away. Tell them, thank you. I appreciate you sharing that with me. I appreciate you taking the time and energy to tell me that. I will consider it. I don't know that I agree with it necessarily, but I appreciate you sharing it with me. It'll stop them dead in their tracks. And it'll turn the whole energy around. It'll take the dark right out of it. It'll take the sting right out of it. It becomes a compliment. It becomes a gift from them to you. And that is true. There may be something in what they say that you need to consider, that should be considered, that should be pondered and considered. So always look at whatever somebody says to you as a benefit, as something that's coming to you as a gift. They are taking the time and trouble from wherever they are, from whatever experience they are having personally, and they are sharing this with you. It may be out of anger. It may be out of bitterness and jealousy. Just turn it around from love into love. And I just explained to you how to do it. You can literally use that as a script. Thank you very much. I appreciate you sharing that with me. I appreciate you taking the time and trouble to do that. I know that you didn't have to. I may not agree with what you say, but I will consider it, and I appreciate it. Thank you for that gift. And make it a gift. They'll never say anything like that to you again. They may never talk to you again. And if that's what you're looking for, that may be something that happens, okay? Or you may turn them around into a friend, and they may turn around and say, you know what? I apologize. I'm so sorry I said it that way. I don't know why those words came out of my mouth. You watch. One of those things will happen that will stop them in their tracks. They may very well apologize, or they may very well just never talk to you again. Either way, no matter what happens, if you turn that around and turn it into love, even if they come back at you with something even more venomous, just say, thank you. I appreciate that as well. Do you have anything else you would like to tell me? Would you like me to consider anything else? and keep turning it around as a gift. It's never going to happen after that. It's never going to happen after that. They're going to start and they're going to stop and go, oh God, no, I don't want to hear that crap again. You know, if they are so locked into their bitterness and anger that love feels foreign to them, that's the best gift you can give them is love. So a long old message for today, but very, very important. No matter what somebody says to you, always return it with love. Consider it a gift. One of those three things will happen. Prove me wrong. Tell me in the comments if I was totally off the mark. Okay? I love you. You are awesome, and you're going to have an amazing day today. Use this power of Septarian to be able to lock in your intuition with your base chakra, with that grounded, centered view, coming from that place of love always. Namaste, and ciao for now.